Good morning, guys. How are we both doing? You okay?
Well,
Adam, are
good, mate.
you in Munich or are you behind your sofa already?
No, I'm in Munich. I'm about 5 minutes drive away from the Allianz Arena, just getting prepared, ready for tonight, guys.
I
And how
tell
you
you,
how
yeah.
you feeling about optimistic or a bit in trepidation? What do you think? What do you see it going tonight?
The latter, Ale,
Yeah.
the latter, because yesterday we had work. We covered the press conferences here yesterday. We got invited down to the Bayern Munich training ground to do an open training with them. We just watching their team walk out onto that pitch, like Kimmich, Gnabry. You've got Kingsley Coman who came back yesterday, Muller, and then you roll out Kim Min Jae who they signed in the summer, and of course Harry Kane, and then you just start to worry about what's about to happen. You look at the record that Bayern Munich have got. They've got the all-time Champions League record of 34 games unbeaten at home
Wow.
in the group stages. It doesn't look good for United. And when that list that you just said, Al Len, of the players that we've got out, even
Yeah.
harder with the form added to that.
Adam, I would imagine the first 20 minutes are of paramount importance. Don't give anything away. No stupid mistakes, no free kicks around the box. Come on, let's keep it tight early doors and give ourselves a chance.
It's the only way, Al. United have to be at the next level. They have to be at the best of their ability, and Bayern need to have an off night for us to get anything out of this game. But you can't give anything away. You can't give anything away at all in Champions League football. Obviously, Europa League last season was tough for us. This is the next level above again. You can feel it just being around Munich and just being around Bayern and everything here. The expectation level is the ultimate, and that 12th man, that crowd here at the Allianz tonight, will make it even harder for United. And they will pounce on any mistakes that you said.
Adam, looking at the group, clearly it's your toughest game, I think, of the group tonight in Munich. But you would expect to qualify. I think outside Bayern Munich, it's an excellent group for Manchester United.
Yeah, you look at the two Bayern Munich games and think if you take a point out of them, you'd probably take that. You'd expect to beat Copenhagen twice, get the win at home against Galatasaray. I think the other fixture in the group would be the Galatasaray away from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what that's like, and United have struggled mentally when certain crowds and atmospheres have got on top of them. I think that's the only other one, but the expectation amongst the United fan base is we will get through to the knockout phases, but it isn't as smooth sailing as expected because that Galatasaray side have actually got some good players in there. I mean, Zaha went there this summer as well. They have recruited well, and like I said, the atmosphere over there, well, that's something else again.
What will they do defensively? Sorry, I'll beg your
That's all
pardon.
right. Go
What's
on.
he going to do defensively, do you think, tonight? Because clearly, as Big Al says, it's vitally important you're strong at the back against particularly Harry Kane.
Yeah, well, United arrived late last night, so we was covering the press conference from Ten Hag, and we heard that Mason Mount and Varane were both in training. Then first question asked in the press conference was, who is fit and available? He said Varane felt a little bit of a recurrence, so he's still out. Mason Mount isn't ready, and then Harry Maguire pulled up in training as well, so he's not travelled either. I think it's going to have to be Lindelof and Martinez. Pretty much the exact back four that there was against Brighton, and we know what critique they came under.
Adam, if this goes wrong, you got Burnley, haven't you, the weekend? How are the fans? What are the fans telling you regarding Ten Hag, the manager? Is he now coming under a bit pressure, or is it still the blame is pointed at the owners?
Yeah, there is. Ten Hag has got a lot in the bank with what he did last season. But I asked the question to him last night about the criticism he's got for his style of play, not having a certain style of play. We don't know. There's no identity to Manchester United. I think a few of the fans now, having got through last season, a good season, third in the league, a trophy, that was sort of just like going back to basics and just getting results. And he talks about results of being important, but the style of play is not there. That's the biggest critique coming from the United fan base right now. And I feel like he has still got plenty of time and he has got plenty of fans that are right behind him. But there are a few noises coming out now and a few worries that if this continues and then a bad result tonight and then another one against Burnley, that 4 bad results in a row. That'll be the first time that's happened, and then I think that will then start to test the fan base because he is the ultimate fall guy, like every manager at one of these top clubs, unfortunately. But until the owners and the structure of the club changes, like we've spoken before, I don't think he's going to have all the tools at his disposal to actually implement what he wants to do at the club.
Adam, I know it's different. The game's different. Fergie would not have stood for some of the nonsense going on with some of the players. I said Sancho for me when I think of Pat Jennings and people like that, spoilt brat. Maybe that's over the top. How do you feel about, and United fans, how do they feel about Sancho? Because with what's going on at the moment, if he apologises, rolls his sleeves up, works his socks off, he's going to get a chance. But it looks as if he doesn't want that chance now.
Yeah, that was it. We spoke about this before, Jadon Sancho. The fans will accept anyone who wants to get down and work hard and get back in the side. If he comes out and apologises to Ten Hag, I mean, speaking to United staff yesterday, it's like everyone looks at it from the outside as to like, well, this isn't good. This, like Jamie O'Hara said, he's damaging Jadon Sancho when he had his rant about it. But no one knows what's going on behind the scenes or how many chances Jadon Sancho has had. They could have tried absolutely everything with it, and now it's the hard line. This is the only way United move forward. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, I've heard many people just say he wouldn't have seen the changing rooms at Carrington again. Never mind the changing rooms at Old Trafford. It's changed, and the world is different. I know that, but at the end of the day, it is a results business, and Ten Hag has to look at this and go, "Well, I'm going to fall for this guy before he gets sold by this football club. I have to make sure that the results are right." And if Jadon Sancho isn't willing to put that work in, then he doesn't come into my team. And the fans, like I said, are behind Ten Hag because of what he's done at this club so far. And with Jadon Sancho, I don't think they'll go against Ten Hag right now. The majority are definitely on board with the manager.
Yeah.
Adam, enjoy tonight. It's going to be tough. It's really going to be tough, but who knows? It's football. Enjoy the game, pal.
Thanks, Adam. Enjoy, mate.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.